Hey kids, Bring the Rock is happening June 18th and 19th at Cobb's in San Francisco. For reservations, call Cobb's in San Francisco. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Mark Maron, Nick Thune, Grantley Buffalo, special guests, and me, telling rock stories, playing rock songs, and genuinely just going about our business in a way that is as delightful as eating candy.
Oh, that took a long time.
Walking in the room. Walking in the room. With Dave Anthony.
Welcome to Walking the Room, episode 4.
What a good run it's been, dude.
It's
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Let's shut it down.
Wow,
Get out early.
No, we're peaking.
Let's not be Sex in the City and stay at the party too long.
No, we can't do that.
Yeah. Let's not make a second movie.
No.
Let's get this thing done now. As opposed to you and me doing a bunch of episodes and then making 2 features out of this, which clearly there's room for that to happen.
Yeah.
Let's not get to that second feature.
Let's take it to
Let's
the
shoot it
desert.
down. Let's do the next podcast in Dubai.
Yeah, and then we'll be done. Live from Dubai, it's Walking the Room.
Then I'm going to show you my sweet, sweet pussy.
What the fuck just
I
happened?
don't know. I don't know. I just felt like telling you that.
No.
Here's the thing.
What do you mean, Like you use a transition of...
Yeah, let's move out of that. We don't want to stay there. We know that that's a bad place.
Show it to me.
Dave, I will slug you in the chest.
Show me that
will
sweet pussy.
I will punch you right in your tits.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
I do. You know why?
Why?
Because I got nice tits and they should be in
They need to be
Dubai.
punched.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Here's what I don't enjoy getting. Sent from my iPad. You know how like now you get an email?
Fuck you, you pretentious. You fucking
Sent
pretentious.
from my iPad.
God.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck you.
I have an iPad. Just because.
What do you do with your iPad? I send emails that say sent from my iPad.
Sent
What
from
else?
my iPad.
Fuck you and your iPad.
Sent from an iPad.
Yeah, no. I agree.
What a great email. Thanks for sending that from your iPad. Man, it was awesome.
Sent
What
from
font
iPad.
is that? They don't have that on my. They don't have that on my computer.
You know, there's such a pretentiousness to that.
And it's pretentiousness. It's pretentiousness.
It's still pretentiousness.
It's too pretentiousness. Stay with us. There's
You know
we always pull it together by the third segment.
You know, words and using them correctly is fucking horseshit.
It's hard.
You know what I mean?
It's hard. So, a couple of little business things. First off, everybody who wrote in and has been saying nice things again on Twitter, we really appreciate it. We're trying to get better. We promised you a mixing board this week. We did not get one. So, it does sound like we're doing this in my room in 1982.
That's a Roger on it. Roger.
We're broadcasting this through Citizens Band Radio. What
was that movie in the movie in the 80s with fuck.
I mean, this is like the word. Like you'd think we just
The
do
movie
this
with the
once a week.
guy about the thing.
I don't know.
It's like I'm your fucking dad.
It
and
is
your
like
fucking
you're my
egg.
dad. Except my dad.
The guy who was kind of like a young Nicholson, and is now doing a lot of television shit, and he did a fucking movie about a pirate radio station, and he was a kid in high school.
Pump up the volume.
Pump up the fucking volume.
Pump
This
it
is
up.
the greatest
Pump it up.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
You know what?
Right.
Do drugs when you're young.
Here's the thing.
Do a lot of them.
If you are like one of the kids in that movie thinking about committing a suicide, don't do it.
No,
Listen
don't.
to our podcast. And I know
Yeah.
that this podcast will probably drive you there. This might be the last.
But slowly.
Seriously. Go listen to another podcast then. Don't. What I'm saying is, don't take your life.
Or listen to Morrissey.
Like if you were like, this podcast is going to save me, like Christian Slater saved so many people and Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah.
It's not. Listen to Never Not Funny. Send from an iPad. Send from an iPad.
How's this segment going?
I had this money that I wanted to spend, and I spent it on an iPad.
You know my greatest quote of the iPad? I have a very wealthy friend who said, this thing is fucking amazing. It's the most useless thing I can't stop using.
Right?
iPad! That should be their slogan. Are you looking at the time because you want this segment to end?
No. I just sometimes I have to look away from you when you're talking.
Because of the sexiness?
It's just, because otherwise I'm going to punch you in your mouth.
A lot of people don't
in your
know.
mouth hole.
A lot of people
I will
don't-
smack your mouth hole with my knuckles. I will take my knuckles and smack them right in your old mouth hole.
A lot of people don't know that instead of a nose, I have a pig snout.
You do.
And-
You do. You're like Penelope. You're like Christina Ricci and Penelope.
Yeah.
Except without the hot.
No,
You just look like a...
I think that
you look like a bacon sandwich.
my tits are on
They're bigger.
a parallel
They're a little bit bigger.
with Christina Ricci. Like I have a nice.
She's hot. Did you
Really?
see that movie where she was chained to...
The water
where
heater.
she was...
Fucking every. Is that what it is? I didn't-
Get it! Get a copy of it!
What the fuck is the matter with you? There should not be people chained to water heaters. You know what? I really like this girl. I'm going to chain her to a water heater.
She was chained to Samuel L. Jackson
What?
for in the movie. That's
I
what
didn't
she was-
see that.
It was good. Ish.
No, it sounds really intriguing.
It's there was a lot of blues in it, and
I don't give a shit about that.
it was all right. It was okay, as I recall.
Can't I just put on a blues record and not watch the girl chained to fucking...
I don't remember what it was called.
Was she actually chained to Samuel Jackson?
No, she was chained to his water heater
Fuck yeah.
because she was a terror. The thing about it is she was a danger to herself, and that's why they changed her to a water heater. He was just saving her.
So is
Just
that-
like I've saved all those people in my basement. Saved all of them. I've saved all the people in my basement.
My basement looks like the... have you ever seen The Road?
The movie The Road? No.
There's a great basement scene. That's what my basement looks like. I mostly keep people for their well, I call it ham, but their thighs and stuff like that.
I've got people and MRIs downstairs. Not MRIs, MREs? What are they called?
No, wait. You're the kind of dude that has people chained downstairs in the basement
And
because you like to take MRIs of them.
I'm part of a small but growing group of fetishists who want to know
What's happening inside someone? Oh, it's so...
Do you have a bone spur, or what's wrong with your rotator cuff, or is that a mass in your lung? That's my turn on.
Just let me go.
No, I can't let me.
I can't take one more MRI. Hold still. I can't do it.
I can't let you leave here until you have a clean bill of health. Oh, you've got a bone spur. You're staying for another month. I meant meals ready to eat. What is the abbreviation for that? MRE?
Yeah, but you said MRI. You said a different letter. You gave an
But
entirely different
I
meaning.
feel like when people say meals ready to eat, there's another abbreviation that they say for them. It's called something else. It's not MREs.
Shit in a box?
Yeah. They're called Sarah Palin was right meals.
She was
For
right.
when the tanks come rolling down from Russia through Alaska.
Wow.
Yeah, they're coming down.
I have a pretzel. I had M&M pretzel. I put up a picture on Twitter because my wife, who listens to the podcast, because if she doesn't, I chain her to the water heater and give her an MRI. Mm-hmm. She brought home a big bag of M&M pretzels.
Yeah.
Really fucking good.
So I've been on this and I'm still on it, although it's really coming apart at the seams because how long can you be on a cleanse? And I took a small abbreviated break and sampled. Here's the thing.
You're not on a cleanse anymore.
Well, I went off momentarily, but then I went back. I mean, I've been, whatever. It
No,
doesn't
that's not you're no longer on a cleanse. You don't get to go, I'm cleansing. Oh, except when I eat, I'm going to have some M&Ms,
in the book,
a little bit of ham.
in the book, it actually says if you go off, just go back on the next day.
Is it called the horseshit cleanse?
I'm not like you. I didn't eat them till my tits burst. What I did was I sampled them.
They didn't burst. There was a
I
viscous
sampled.
liquid that came out.
God, like people are just going, you know what? I gave it 4. Fucking I'm done. But I'm going to take their recommendation and listen to all the other podcasts that they recommended.
Let's face it. This one, number 4,
Yeah.
we came out cold.
We did come out cold.
Yeah.
But we heated up when we got into chained people in the basement. Here's the thing. Here's what should happen. I was thinking about you yesterday. You actually I was looking at my tweets and I realized that when I am on Twitter, I essentially just plug shit. That's what I do, and then I throw like one half-baked joke in there, and
That's
it's
boring.
lame. But you have interests. Like you have fights with people, and
Wait.
you talk about politics, and you follow sports, and you
Yeah.
follow soccer and that kind of stuff, and still you show up to this mic empty-handed. I'm grabbing at shit. I am a almost agoraphobic, right? I will leave the house to work. But other than that, I have to go to a birthday party tonight for a guy that I couldn't like more, and I am dreading it. I don't want to leave. I do not like leaving the house. I love being home.
Really?
I don't.
What? Why?
I only like to work, and I only like to be with my family, and I don't like going out. I just don't. I go for a run, that kind of thing, but like social gatherings, that kind of stuff, like I'm not that into it. Whatever. But especially groups.
Whatever. That's a
groups,
little
like
bit
big,
weird.
like a big group thing. I don't like it. I never have.
Well, but a big group thing's different than just going out. Like you want to stay in all the time.
Love it. I could, if I was in pajamas at 6:00 every night, I'd be happy, ready to go. So,
That's
but
not-
you follow World Cup soccer.
I do.
You fight with people about politics.
I do.
You keep up with the Giants.
Yep. Fucking pain, suffering. Giants.
They're only 2 games out of first place.
They're torturous.
2 games
It's
out
a
of first place.
torturous team to follow.
Barry Zero's 6-0.
Barry Zero.
Yeah.
You-
Barry Zero is 6-0,
No,
and
it's like
Lincecum's
top-
5-2.
Alicia Linskin's names. Zito.
No, it's
Who
Zero.
the fuck is Barry Zero?
I call him Barry Zero because that's what he's been for the Giants until this
okay.
year.
So
I follow it a little bit.
You're building them up while slapping them down. Mm-hmm. So you're a Giants
That's right.
fan.
I'm
It's
also just a
suffering.
guy in a
It's-
relationship. That's what relationships are.
It's not a good one. It's
Building up
it's
somebody.
abusive. It's abusive. The Giants are an abusive team to follow.
They are tough.
It's like being pissed on. But it's like someone giving you a massage and going, "This is going to be fucking great," and going, "And now for the sex," and then they pee on you. That's what it's like being a Giants fan.
Wow.
And that's
I didn't
why-
know you were going to go to pee. Like I was going to say, someone giving you a massage and then they lean down and they lick your neck and then you have to say, Carl. That's not how this massage is supposed to go. You're a big Russian guy. You weren't supposed to lick the back of my neck.
It would be nice if Carl licked my neck as opposed to
Pee all over you.
yeah, they pee on you.
That's terrible.
That should be their slogan. Giants baseball.
But
would
it's
pee on you.
early in the year and there's
Right. No,
2
it's
games
games
out of first place.
and then they'll fucking. It's hard. It's a hard
It seems
relationship.
like it's harder for you than them.
No, look, every Giants fan feels this way.
Yeah.
Do you know how their broadcaster signed off from a game they won a couple of weeks ago? They win in the bottom of the 11th. It's a big game, and the announcer says, "Giants baseball, torture." Good night.
Here's what they need to do. When you join the Giants club, someone should just tattoo the number 3 on your shoulder because you're coming into third. If we averaged out where the Giants have been their entire career, it's got to be somewhere like third place,
Yeah,
right?
but it's never that easy because it's like someone always getting your hopes up and then dashing them down. It's not just like, they're always average. They're not. They always go, "This is going to be fucking great. Hey kids, you want to go camping?" "Yeah, Dad, I've always wanted to go camping. Come on, we're putting the stuff in the fucking car. Let's go. Come on. Dad, why are we at the dump? That's where we're camping, you little motherfucker."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that took a turn to like an actual event out of your life. Wow, that just came like you just tore a page right out of 7th grade. Boom. There we go. How about that?
Camping at the dump.
How about that? There's a mountain. Go climb that.
How come Daddy's shitting in the yard?
It's not the yard.
Don't worry about it.
So that, see? There, now we got you started. All I had to do was mention the Giants, and we almost had a segment. We almost have we're over.
Done.
We're actually over with this segment. When we come back, a cohesive idea that plays itself out all the way through that segment, whatever it is.
Good luck. Welcome to segment 2 of
Segment 2!
Yeah, my wife, Walk in the Room. My wife is threatening to boycott the show because of the theme song.
Well, let's get, if you got an opinion about the theme song, tweet us. Twitter us.
Email.
I'm more than glad to make another one. I like it.
You can email at walkingtheroom@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, or also on Facebook. We're not just a podcast.
No.
We're a social networking empire.
Dave, we're a meeting place.
Yeah.
For like-minded individuals to talk about everything from Tim Tams to Tim Tams.
And Scottish trannies.
Here's the deal. If you got a question for us, send it. Send it to Dave, at Dave Anthony, or at Greg Barron, or at Walking the Room. Or send it to at Red Hour Ben. Just send Ben Stiller a question.
Or you can send it to Mark Maron.
Send it to Mark.
You're going to see him next
I'm
week.
See him next week.
He'll send it to you. He'll tell you the question.
Next week in San Francisco, Bring the Rock. Come on out for that Cops Comedy Club.
You can also send it to my dad. He won't remember.
He will. No, he'll get it. He just won't tell you about it. He'll probably answer the question. He'll probably do a good job of it. He's no dummy, that guy.
Greg, we did have a question. I don't remember the guy's name.
Jeff Bodart.
Bodart!
What's up, Bodart?
Don't bogart that, Bodart. Did you hear that a lot?
He's never heard that, has he? He just quit. He wrote in.
Yeah.
He wanted to be mentioned.
Yeah.
He just left.
Welcome.
Welcome
to being my friend.
Wow. There it goes.
He wants to know what we think of the state of stand-up comedy and the young kids today.
Are we hearing new ideas, and is comedy overexposed? Do you want to start?
I think, yeah, sure, I'll start. There's it's an interesting time because I think that when alternative comedy, as it was called back in the day, got started, it was because we didn't really have a venue to be sort of unique in ourselves, kind of, in a way. And so that's where that came from. And now I see a lot of guys who are quote unquote alternative or whatever, but they're just really doing normal stand up, and there isn't like that. Does that make sense? There isn't that need for it. It just has become part of the scene. And so there's this whole bleeding over thing. So I see a lot of guys that aren't as individually creative in those rooms as maybe they were in the past. Because when Greg and I were starting out, we started out in San Francisco, and there were just some fucking freaks. And there was like a nightly freak show, especially at the Holy City Zoo. And there was really this pressure to be very, very unique in a way. Mm-hmm. And that...
Almost to a fault.
Almost to a fault, absolutely. And that has sort of gone. I don't feel that anymore. I don't feel... Now, I also haven't been going to the open mics or the What's Up Tiger Lily or stuff like that. The rooms that are...
These are rooms in Los Angeles, yeah.
So, as far as that concerned, maybe it is going on. But from what I'm seeing a lot of young guys who aren't... I think there's some funny guys. I think like Sean Patton and Kyle Kinane and there's some really fucking hilarious guys out there.
I think there are. I am of a mind that this might be the second coming of comedy. I think there are more good comics out there now than if you look at the first wave of alternative comedy, if that's what you're calling it. than those people, the people that were in that crew. That to me, musically, is the equivalent of Minor Threat and Husker Du, and those bands that were sort of making inroads and creating what became the independent scene. And now there's a scene for those comics to perform in. And I think what's come out of that is, yes, there's always going to be a lot of just white noise, but there are some comics, I swear to God, I'll go to a UCB show and I'll be like, every fucking guy on this show is better than I've ever been at that age. There are so many great comics right now, it's kind of fucking me up. I am really genuinely impressed. And here's the thing that I really like about it. There is, and you made this point, so a lot of these guys are just doing comedy. Like, it's not really alternative.
Right.
Fair enough. But hooray for that also, because I feel like in your Matt Brongers, in your Nick Thunes, in your TJ Millers, there's not a lot of hostility.
Nope.
There's not a lot of righteous indignation. There's some of that, and there's nothing wrong with it. But there's also just fucking people being funny, like just being funny and being goofy. And I feel like there is a Brian Regan / Dane Cook influence in these guys. In that a lot of these guys were young, and when they were starting out, they would maybe listen to Dane Cook. So there's an energy that he has. But then they're following through with completely unique ideas. I think there's a lot of great stand-ups right now, but I also think there's a lot of them. And I think if you want a career in comedy, whew, what a tough time to join, because it's like there are just so many salmon swimming upstream, and to really define yourself, it's hard unless you're in this for the long haul. Because always at the end of the day, you put 10, 15 years into a career, it's those people that stay around that really are doing the work.
Absolutely. And I agree with that. But then there's other guys. There's one specific guy who I won't name, who is a great joke writer, but is trying too hard to be dark. Mm-hmm. And trying too hard to be... It reminds me very much of San Francisco in the early days, when that's all we were trying to do, was to just sort of out-dark each other.
Well, it was dark and weird. It was like you either like Bill Hicks or you like someone like Bob Rubin, who no one's ever heard of because he was so fucking weird, or Jeff Bolt, who still is amazing, who was sort of absurd. There was that school of absurdity. There's also, if you recall, which is not happening anymore, they were literally characters. I mean, Goldthwait was a character. Tom Kinney, who is the voice of SpongeBob, called himself Tomcat. Like, he was... people had these monikers and these. Brian Posehn, when he started doing comedy, called himself the Piranha. Very young. He looks nothing like a fish.
No, I disagree. He's very fish-like.
But I mean, that was sort of the way it was. As you were trying to define yourself, and then after time, you just become a comedian. No matter what you try and do, at the end of the day, you're stuck with your own voice. And if your own voice and your own ideas have meaning, then you will become something. And the thing that's interesting about it is you don't get a choice. So as hard as you try to be, if you're not hard, no one will buy it. There are people. I mean, you mentioned a Kyle Kinane. He is a sort of naturally cranky guy. He's a little bit. He kind of reminds me of you a little bit, in that you come by it naturally. Honestly, so that works for him, but that wouldn't work for other people. So. But Moshe Kasher is another great guy. Chris Fairbanks, who is a guy from Austin, has been around. Brendan Walsh. I think there's just a lot of guys that are good. Now, having said that, I've only seen all these people in 10-minute spurts.
Right.
I've not watched all of these guys do an hour, and I think that's a different thing. And maybe
the game has changed.
Yeah.
You don't need to do an hour anymore.
Do
you remember when it was a couple years ago? You and I went up to San Jose to work. And there was a girl opening for us. And we had never heard of her. And she said, hi, very nice, very cute. And she said, I have this video on YouTube. It's gotten a lot of hits. And then she walks out, and it's a sold-out show. And she says, hi, my name is so-and-so. And the crowd fucking erupts.
Angela
Johnson, because she had a bit about going to a Korean nail salon.
Yeah.
online that had like 6 million fucking hits. So everybody knew who she was. So you don't need to do an hour anymore. There was a time when you work towards doing an hour, but a lot of these guys go out and do hours way before we would have ever fucking thought about it.
Well, nobody would have let us. But the other thing is, because I'm not going to put, I don't like 15 minutes of that. I'm certainly not going to add another 45 to that and put it in my club.
We had to prove
I'm talking about you specifically.
Wow. We had to prove it on the road. They don't anymore. By the time they get out and they're doing an hour, they've got an audience online. They've got people following them.
Well, and also, they shouldn't have to do it on the road, because here's the thing. If you can find an audience and not have to leave the framework that you've built for yourself, then more power to you. Trust me, if I could stay in town, just talk about Tim Tams and tour the country doing that, that'd be great. But I can't. But I think the idea of the road as a way of learning how to get seasoned, it's just the road is a whole different beast. And the other thing that is happening too, and this is really interesting. So, yes, agreed. And that Angela Johnson's story is true. And if you're a young comic listening to this, don't try and get a viral video, because it's fucking impossible. And she happened upon it, and she's a very nice girl. At least she was then. Former Raiderette, I believe. So she had that going for her as well.
Really?
But here's the interesting thing about the comedy clubs that I'm noticing. So comedy clubs are a place where you go and you do a residency for 5 days, and you do a lot of work for them. You make a little bit of money. You stay in a town, and you're there amongst chicken wings and beer, and you are a part of an evening out. You are not really the evening. You are a part of an evening out that includes snacks and local comedians also getting on stage.
I feel so dirty right now.
So people think, well, that's where I got to go. I got to go on the road. Now, Portland never had a great comedy club. Harvey's never had a comedy scene. You know, people don't go, I got to go to Portland. They've never really developed anything there. A couple years ago, they started doing this Bridgetown Festival. So now that city can support a comedy club, but they're not going to the comedy club because that's not the comedy that they want to see.
Right.
But they will support a festival on a weekend, and they will go see T.J. Miller and Baron Vaughn and Alex Cole and Liz Winstead and Marin's up there, and you know what I mean? Like, they'll go see Chris Fairbank. They'll go see these people because those people exist. They don't want to go to a comedy club. So there is a country filled with comedy fans that don't want to go to comedy clubs. They want to go see their people in these venues. So it's
like Doug Stanhope. Do you know what he does now? Doug Stanhope does not do comedy clubs. He does fucking bars and fucking bowling alleys and shit.
He would play. He'd play the crevice of a mountain.
Yeah,
he would play. He would play. I think he's actually played in outhouses. That guy will play. He will play. I think he said it himself. No, he's created a thing for himself. Paul F. Tompkins does this thing where he literally gets people to go, get 300 people together in your city and I'll come. It's called the Tompkins 300 or 500 or whatever it is. Tompkins 300, I think. Or 200. I'm not sure what the number is. But he gets... And then they get a small theater, and those people have already committed to come, and he knows what he's going to make, and he knows that they're going to be there. And then he goes to a room filled with people predisposed to love him.
Yeah.
That is fine. I love the idea that people think, you got to slug it out, and you got to do this, you got to do this. Look, life, you have to work to get better as a comic. But I think, this is me saying that the last album that I made, Greg Marin is that guy from that thing, was essentially written on the road, and I don't like it.
No, that's
I like pieces of it.
Yeah.
I like the Flipside Cracker bit. The Krasinski bit's a true story, so I like it. There's moments, but there's chunks in there that I absolutely just can't stand myself for writing, and I think... And they literally were the glue when I felt like the set was going bad, and I needed something to keep the audience that came out happy.
Well, there's something about doing stand-up on the road, you know. It's really interesting, and this is something that, I don't know if you remember this, but Jake Johansson said early on. The reason Jake sort of blew up was because Jake stayed in town in San Francisco and did comedy and didn't go out on the road until he felt he had established who he was as a performer, and then he sort of blew up big. And it was funny, well, not funny, but right before Mitch died, Mitch Hedberg, one of the last things he told me was, he goes, you had a big influence on my career. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he goes, you told me when I came to San Francisco, you said, don't go out on the road, dude. Just do your shit in town until you've nailed it and you know that going on the road won't change your stand-up.
Right.
And then you're golden. And I don't remember telling him that because that was something Jake told me and then I told Mitch. But it fucking worked. And it worked for both those guys.
And it's hard because while I had an hour before the book hit and did it, then I created a new hour after the book hit and my celebrity changed, but I was able to go on the road, whereas before I wasn't. I mean, genuinely, honestly, 2 weeks before I was on Oprah, I went to Baltimore and I performed for 13 people at the Baltimore Improv, which
they
no
were
longer
nice.
exists.
They were nice.
6 of them were fucked. They were a table of... no, so, you know what I'm saying? So... I had a conversation with Cross where he said to me, for the past couple of years, I feel like I haven't been funny. Like, you can go through those periods too where you just are fallow. You just can't find that inspiration,
exactly how I
and there's
feel
only
right
so
now.
much you can write, and that has been part of the excitement of watching guys that are new and really just being impressed and being inspired to write and seeing. And the other thing is too is there is a generational shift sometimes where you just go, look, you are speaking to your generation and I'm watching it happen, and I wouldn't know how to do that in a heartbeat. All I can do is tell my own truth, and if that's interesting to people, sometimes I get hostile when I go to a UCB or a Tiger Lily because I assume because there's fresh-faced people there that they're going to hate me and I'm not going to relate to them, and I start at them with hostility. Yeah, and they're like, I don't fucking know what you're mad about, old man. Why are you mad at me? I'm here. I paid. And I never, a friend of mine goes, hey, you know that thing that you do, comedy? You should do that when you go to UCB. Like, how you're funny and you tell stories? You should do comedy when you go to UCB and not be mad at them for being a bunch of social networking assholes with beards.
The last time I did UCB, because I've always been a performer who stands behind his jokes. Like, there are guys who you hide who you really are from the audience, and so I while I don't hide who I am, I still feel like I hide behind my jokes too much and don't really let myself out. So I've been trying to do that more and be a little more conversational, a little more fluid on stage. And I went to UCB and I was like, I'm going to try this fucking new way of doing it, and it just fucking ate it. It was just horrible. Now I was talking about my wife having a kid. And being a father, so no one in that audience had a kid, so they couldn't relate. But after it was over and I totally tanked, a friend of mine watched, and I said, oh, fuck, man, they just didn't relate to me. He goes, yeah, also your ideas weren't formed.
Right.
Like, you also didn't do comedy. By the way, you didn't do your job.
No,
oh,
I know.
Right,
it's so funny to blame the audience when they came, they paid, sometimes they knew you were on the bill. Some of them may have actually even come to see you, and you're ascribing some, they think this about me, and they're just trying to get it, but you can't get an experience you haven't had. And it takes a real good comic like Louis. Sometimes he'll come in and go, here's a situation you haven't had, but like most really good craftsmen, his bits are worked out and he knows pretty much what he's going to do, and they like it. And Louis, I'm sure, takes the same act into every room, and that sort of is the deal. And that was
and I've always done that too. I've never changed what I do for UCB or anything like that.
No, but I have enough bits where I'm like, this is a bit that I can do in this room, and these are bits I can do over here. I have, like I got to go do this thing next week in San Francisco, or I got to do daytime outside midweek comedy festival.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm like, but I got it. I mean, maybe I don't, but I'm like, I have my thing when I have to do a charity event. I know what bits to do. Like, I have those things where I go, look, I'm going to be asked to do this, and these are bits I like and like that. And then I have the stuff that I work on at UCB and that kind of stuff.
So when you do like the charity event, you'll do like
I'll do like
Tim Tam is it tastes like God's pussy.
I will open up with how many people have eaten God's pussy.
Yeah. And no one raises their hand.
Jeff, I hope we helped you and answered your question. I certainly enjoyed this. Look at how focused we are when you send us a question, people. If you want this show to be good, you have to ask us a question. So please send your questions to us, and we'll be back for a rambly, shitty third one.
Oh, yeah, it's going to suck. Oh boy, Greg, you know what segment this is? It's segment 3 of Walk in the Room.
Mm-hmm.
This is when there's a lot of slapping,
partial
nudity.
You know,
there's a lot of shaving of the regions, the junk.
You know what I'm doing? I'm actually not listening to you because I know if I do lock in, I'm going to get sick to my stomach. Now, this is when you know we're good at the podcast. When we don't have to tell you what segment it is. We just do it because my guess is they'll know it's segment 3 because 2 segments have preceded it.
Mm-hmm. So you're listening to segment 3 of Walking the Room.
4. This is 3.4 then.
You listen to
4.3.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. Doing a podcast with you was the worst idea I ever had.
I will fucking slug your pelvis.
Oh my god!
I will slug you in the pelvis.
You know what would be great? Is
I will.
Slug it. Slug my fucking pelvis.
I will.
Do you think I don't like that? Do you think I don't pay for that on the fucking streets? Jesus Christ! You know how much money I pay to get my pelvis slugged?
Buddy, I don't know what you do when you leave here because I shut down emotionally.
You shut down emotionally when we turn on the microphone.
Sometimes I will shut it down, but then I'll pot it back up.
What the fuck does that mean?
Pot it back up. Pot it back up.
So you're using pod like
pot.
As like
pot. Turn it up.
Pot?
Let's put a little bit of heat on that.
What the
Let's
fuck
make it
are
wet.
you talking about?
Let's put some reverb on this.
God damn it.
Let's bring you down in the monitor. We need to bring you down. This is awesome. We're again on the box and one microphone.
I never wanted to slap anybody more. Listen, you listen to segment 3.
They fucking know. They don't give a shit.
Hey, and guess what? A gentleman, whose name I can't remember, tweeted that no one has ever done a better Tim Allen impression than myself.
I know who that is. First off, that guy is crazy. And he is sucking up to you because he thinks you're the brains of the operation.
Would you like a hammer?
It's it's as disappointing a thing as there is.
Tools.
That's like tropical fruit candy.
Fucking nailed
mango.
it! I fucking nailed it!
That's the mango fruit candy of imitations.
I'm going to ignore that because it's stupid. So, here's the deal.
You should say that almost every time I finish a sentence.
I'd love to. God damn it.
You should.
So coming off the last segment, we talked about comedy, and my comedy career is in the shithole can ass. Fuck pie. Right now, because I had a child who is now 1, and I am tired at night because I take care of him all day. Because I am a guy who doesn't have a regular job. So now I have a job taking care of a kid. I've never actually had a job in like this ever. I've worked some jobs, but never like a full-time job. I've always been a stand-up or whatever. So it's sort of killed me it's killed my creativity a lot because I'm just fucking tired. And I'm not the guy. I'm not like Louis. I'm not the guy who has always talked about his sort of life, his personal life. I haven't. I skim around it, but I never get very honest about it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's because early on I tried to write jokes about my dad, and it terrified the audience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I stopped doing it. And then I had the same thing happen at UCB, where I went up and I didn't have it fully formed, and I scared the audience, and it was fucking weird again. So I have there's these things that hold me back from doing it. So I've never really talked about my family. I talk about my wife a little bit and some shit that's happened with having the kid and stuff. But overall, it's not like my arena,
right?
And so now I'm in this place where I don't have time to do stand up. Like I'm too fucking tired at the end of the day. I can't go to Tiger Lily or UCB or your Little Room Disaster, Largo at the end of every month.
Mm-hmm. Except this one.
Except this one.
Taking a breather, coming back in July.
First 20 people, free.
Same month as a New Monarch single.
Right. So that's a big month for you. That's a great thing to bring up while I'm talking about doing nothing.
Sluggaroo! Saw the space, took it, filled it with a pluggaroo.
RainingMonarchs.com.
I wish I had an ice pick.
Yeah. I do too. You put me out of my misery during this
Jesus
segment.
Christ. So anyway, so I have no fucking time, and I'm learning that when you have fucking kids, you can't put them in a cage or a place where they don't bother you for a little while, or they aren't needing shit like to be held or to eat or all that fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
That, as my dad used to call it,
For a bit, they get...
As my dad used to call it, you're a needy baby.
Yeah.
So I don't have that stuff. Yeah, for a bit. Well, right now he's in the middle of it. He's like, he needs to be picked up. He needs to be fucking held. He needs me to engage him all the time. So I'm always doing that. So I have no time for anything. And all my life, I have never had a job. I've never had anything but free time. So let me tell you about this is how I go insane now. This is how my fucking day is. In the old days, if I couldn't find my wallet, I would just look for it. Right. And I'd be like, oh, fuck. I might have to call and cancel all my shit. I don't know where. So I had taken him to the gym. And I knew I had my wallet with me then. And now I was at home, and I needed to go out.
You took your
kid to the gym. There's daycare there, and I can drop him off.
Got it on. Okay.
I don't run with him on the treadmill.
Yeah, because
that would be fucking awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, throw that shit in a fucking a Bjorn hanging off the front.
Right. So you took
do some curls.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? Baby gym.
Baby curls.
Baby curls are great. So leave him daycare. I come out. I get home. I can't find my fucking wallet. I'm looking all over the place for it. And I can't find, and the thing is, you can't just look because there's a dude, a very small, compact person who screams, "Ah!" if you're not paying attention to him,
right? And
you're in a panic about your wallet. So I'm like a double fucking panic. I'm losing my mind, looking everywhere in the house, can't find it. Now I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to have to call and cancel them all. He won't let me talk on the phone. He hates it when I'm on the phone. So it's a whole fucking nightmare. I go out to the car, I look, I'm holding him. Like, God, did it slip down somewhere? Where the fuck is it? An hour of looking for my wallet.
With a screaming baby
With a screaming baby who wants to play with toys.
Yeah.
I have to make sure I didn't lose my wallet because the money that he needs to eat is in my account.
Right.
I finally find it between the seats, right? And now I'm like, okay, I can get the shit done that I needed to get done. And I go in the house... and I grab everything I need, and I walk out, and I close the door, and I go, oh, fuck. You know what I really need? My fucking keys. So now I'm locked out of the fucking house. If you don't have a baby, and you're locked out of the fucking house, you kick it. You go to someone's house, you go, hey, I'm locked out, I gotta wait for my wife comes home. I have a fucking baby with a fucking pants full of fucking, I guess that's urine, what comes out of their cocks. Mm-hmm. Urine. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like going to my neighbors like, do you know how to break into a house? Do you know how to break through a door? No, a guy comes over, the local, he's a guy, shady character, may have punched a woman on the street a couple years ago.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Have him
around the kid. I go to him.
Have him around the baby.
I go to him and I go, do you... No, here's the kind of guy he is. We have a neighbor across the street who has a baby the exact same age. He walks out of his apartment the other day and he's got a giant bong in his hand. And he looks at my friend with his kid and he goes, bet this isn't the first time she's seen one of these, huh? And then he turns around and does a bong hit and then turns back around and is blowing it out. And my friend goes, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Not in front of my kid. No, she hasn't seen one before. And he's like, oh, fuck, really? Oh, man. Because in his world, everybody smokes
pot, yes.
He just does bong hits in front of babies.
Weed. Hey, weed.
Hey, you up for a little B&B, bongs and babies? Yeah. They love it. So that's the guy I see on the porch. I'm like, well, this guy knows how to break into a fucking house.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't. He's so fucking useless as a drug dealer and a lady puncher that he can't break into a house.
I love it.
So then,
now, hang on. Let me just say what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing Act 1 of Show 1 of your show.
Yeah.
Of your television program. And I'm seeing the best friend neighbor. Love him. Love it.
Yeah.
Already love it.
Yeah.
I'm already in.
So
Henry Rollins hates your baby.
Oh, fuck. So at this point I don't know what the fuck to do because my wife's not coming home until 10.
Yeah.
I have no way in the house.
I'll
call the landlord.
Blow it,
the
dude.
landlord is in the person with the keys is too far away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck do I do? It's his bedtime at this point, so he's now screaming because he wants to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I remember a friend of mine has keys at his house. in case of an emergency. And I call him up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm watching the Laker game. I'm away, blah, blah." And then he goes, "But my door's open." So I fucking go over to my friend's house, walk over to my friend's, get the keys with the baby, holding a baby.
Urine soaked.
Urine soaked.
Not even
Seriously, urine soaked baby.
Pickled.
Yeah, by the time I get
Pickled
back,
in his own pee.
pants wet with
Yeah.
his sweet urine. You shouldn't call it that, by the way.
I don't.
Okay, because it sounded like you said sweet
No,
urine.
you said
Oh,
sweet urine.
Right, okay, sorry.
I said sweet pussy earlier.
I meant, fuck. So I found, but seriously, that's 4 hours of my day. That was had I if I didn't have this kid,
Yeah.
who I love, that would have taken no time. That would all taken no time. But you everything you do is fucking different. You have there's no previous normalcy. So I'm literally yesterday going fucking insane because in my brain I'm going, this should be easy. This should be so fucking easy. And nothing is easy.
No, it's not.
Nothing is easy.
It's spectacular.
And it's why I can't fucking do stand-up. That's why I can't get anything done. Because there's a fucking small dude yelling at me all the time.
Dude.
A very small, pee-filled person.
Those stories, man. But here's the thing, too. I want you to remember this now. And like this. Those stories, for the most part, happen to women all the time.
I have tits.
I fly out of town.
Yeah.
Here's me. I fly out of town right after True's born. Tree falls on the house. Amira's trapped in over the front door.
Seriously?
Amira's trapped in the house with a baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah. When the shit goes down with the baby, I'm always in another zip code, and she'll tell me the story like you told right now, loud.
Yeah.
And she'll just, and it's like, and I get it. Like it's hard.
That's all you got.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's well, no. I mean, I'm pretty good with my keys. You know, I know where my keys are, and I know where my wallet is, and I.
Fuck. You are the worst human being alive. And I know the reason I lost my keys is because I was so fucking thrown off by the wallet thing.
Yeah.
That I just got unscrambled. Because I always go, keys?
But now, could you not... Like, here's the thing. Yeah, it's hard. You can't. Because clearly, while you were telling that story, I wanted you to stop and take a breath.
I did.
Yeah, it's hard.
I did stop and take a breath.
You
but
locked
you,
the keys in. With the,
but you know,
at
when
least
you
locked
stop,
the baby
here's
in the
here's
house.
the deal.
Because I thought you would come out and leave the baby and the keys in there.
Yeah. No, okay. Why don't you right now stop and take a breath? Just stop and take a breath. How's your breath going? Is it going
bad.
good?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. So it's not stop
It's
and
not
take a
comfortable.
breath.
Yeah, it's hard, man. Having a baby's hard.
I did look at him a couple of times and go, fuck, can you just give me a break right now?
And what did he do?
And he'd scream more.
Yeah, he just did. He didn't.
Because he doesn't fucking give a shit.
He doesn't know.
It's all about him.
He doesn't know. But he can sense your panic.
He can't sense my
He knows
panic.
it's all going wrong.
And it makes it
Here's
worse.
what's happening for him. He's like, wow, this is not the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't have enough. I don't know. I do know enough. I don't know anything because I'm a baby. But fuck, dude, grab your keys.
Yeah.
But I can't say that to you because I'm a baby and I'm in my pee.
Yeah.
And your friend's watching the Laker game.
I know. That was the other thing. The dude next door, he comes outside. He goes, "Oh, fuck. Oh, because you need to get in to watch the Lakers?" Yeah, dude. That and because I have a fucking baby in my arms. Oh, right. You got a baby. The first thing on Stoner's head is the fact that there's a Laker game on,
If
not
you don't
the
think there's a
pee-filled
show
baby.
in this, you're insane.
There's a show.
No, I mean that's just too good. That's just too good. I think that was a nice segment. That was a nice, the only thing that would have made it Raymond Carver-ish is if you'd gone for a drink and then forgotten to come home. And forgotten the baby. Like, you're finally feeling good, you come in the door, and you forgot the baby at the bar.
That would have been good.
It would have been a little Raymond Carver, but it would have been, a little dim. I love Raymond Carver.
And then my wife would have come home and gone, where's the baby?
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. What was the score of the Laker game?
Lakers won. That's all I know.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, he's down at the snake bite. The baby's at the snake bite.
Baby's at the snake bite. Yeah.
Did you know you can get 4 pints of Boddingtons in trade for a baby? Yeah.
You can. And by that third pint, you don't even remember you had a baby.
Fuck, that's the sweet part.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's why I don't get a lot of stand-up done these days.
There you go. So that's it. If you were wondering when you're going to be able to see Dave again, not for a very, very long time.
After I get out of the hospital.
Yeah. So it concludes
Walking the Room. Episode Quattro.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging in there with us.